All right, and we are back again for the second time because I was not recording properly. So just kind of catch you guys up. It's only been about like 10 minutes that we've been kind of going on here. But it's basically what's happening is that Phaedra and Malakai are heading into the castle. Robert and Tycho are staying behind, and the characters are not sure whether they're in Robert's dream or whether because Robert just had a vision of himself on the ship meditating and everything is okay and they're just heading towards their destination, and then he in time kind of slowed down around him, and then he like got snapped back into his body, and so out of game all of the people are now the players are wondering whether they're in Robert's dream or whether Robert is actually wrong now. So we're kind of in a little bit of a weird state here. Welcome to Mage, the Ascension. So we're going to snap on over to Phaedra and Malakai doing the sneaky into the castle. Go ahead and give me a Dex plus Stealth roll, both of you.
Just as an aside, Robert and I will be posted up outside the ship and kind of looking towards the castle, just because, like, if they can see the ship, it's probably not a terrible thing for us to just be, like, standing there.
Okay, yep.
Hot garbage, but I still got one success.
I had 10s, so I had 4 successes.
Jeez, criminy, nice 10s. So yeah, solid. Phaedra definitely not solid. Phaedra's barely staying quiet and out of sight, but she is staying quiet and out of sight. And you guys are able to get up to the gates, no problem. Doesn't seem like there's any guards. Doesn't seem like, there's maybe small critters or mice and rats and spiders and insects and stuff like that. But they're pretty low on there isn't much of them, there's hardly any of that either. It just is more of death and decay around you, a resonance of horror and darkness that has just beset this land since its existence. You guys arrive at the wall near the gates, I'm guessing, or are you going to the front gate, or are you going to try and climb the wall?
How big is the wall?
That would be approximately, probably 4 stories, 5 stories? Probably 5 stories.
And what condition is the main gate in?
It's closed, but it's, rusted and has a decay of entropy around it.
What do you think? Boost over the wall, or
yeah, let's climb. The gate will be noisy.
All right.
It is a difficulty 8 athletics roll. You need a total of 3 successes. You can do consecutive rolls in order to try and get up. Or are you using any kind of... Well, actually, it'd be difficulty 9 if you're just scaling the fucking wall. You got to use some kind of device to help you with that, probably.
Can I get to the top and then lay on top and offer an arm for Phaedra to jump up to?
I would say that would lower it, so she would only need 2 successes and she'd get 1 automatic success. So when she gets to the top, she can get to you. But yeah, it's 50 feet up, and it's just like a straight kind of thing. If you got some pretty good ninja skills, you can probably difficulty 9. Now you can lower the difficulty, and but you'd have to figure out some kind of non-technocratic way to explain how you're using magic, unless you want to, or using advanced science without. You're still gonna have to use some kind of foci.
Do we have rope back on the ship?
Yeah, you can have. I'll say that you knew that there was a wall here. You could say that you guys thought of bringing a rope in and grappling hook.
Then I'm gonna use that.
There's always hempen rope on a sailing ship.
All right, so with the grappling hook, even if there is any kind of problems, I'm just gonna say there isn't, and you guys get up and over the wall without any problems. So you guys arrive in the first courtyard. In the first courtyard, there is another wall that is now, so that's about 70 feet tall. If you want to get into the second courtyard, and there is another gate here as well. Make a perception plus awareness check. Or sorry, perception plus awareness. Yes. Yep.
Awareness.
Yep. Phaedra's got 2 successes. Difficulty 6. Okay. Phaedra,
Malakai.
you get a sense that there just is something. It's like this entire place is just fucking creeping the shit out of you. This is something wrong. And Malakai, something's watching you.
I knew it.
And all that crappy or cool ass technology that's protecting your asses normally, that's not working.
Yeah, it takes me back before I joined up with Technogate. Base combat training. Can I get a feel for the direction that I'm being watched, or is it a uniform?
It's coming
presence?
from like the center of the castle.
How clear are the areas between the two walls? Is it like grass, or is it trees and shrubs and?
It's I would say mainly grass actually.
Overgrown or tended to?
Slightly overgrown, kind of dead though.
Okay.
Yeah, more dead actually than overgrown. So yeah, more patches.
So I whisper. So I rush across the yard to the far wall, and I like make myself small against it, and wait for Phaedra to catch up. And then I whisper that I'm pretty sure we're being watched. We may be able to just walk in, but it depends on the risk level you want to take.
I'm just saying, you got an atom bomb. Don't forget about that.
I know. We don't have time to back up and retrace our steps. Do you have a feeling that he's fully aware, or that entity's fully aware of where we are currently? Or does it just think that there's a presence?
You get the feeling that it knows, like you're being watched, like physically, like there's eyes on you supernaturally.
Fuck it. Go through the gate.
All right. I'm thinking you walk in and just like not hide at all. And I'll try to stay close to you but hidden in case anything happens. And if shit happens, well, I mean, that's kind of what we're here for.
Okay. I'm going to...
Phaedra, I want you to give me an awareness roll. Perception plus awareness, difficulty of 8.
I'll give you my stealth as well as she goes to get started.
Holy crap, Phaedra. Yeah, you get a dreadful sense coming from whatever the fuck is in the middle here, but you can tell that it's not you. You don't get this sense. Whatever the fuck's inside of you, whatever the fuck's trying to take you over, It
Damn
doesn't want you to go in there. That's a bad idea. Go back to the ship. Just become a vampire. Let them embrace you. It's fine. And that kind of like just kind of fades away though, you know. So you can do whatever you want, but
Oh,
You okay there, Phaedra? You okay there, Phaedra?
I'm gonna go in. Um, I'm gonna.
so I'm gonna give one
It's a
one
really
warning
bad
here is
idea.
you probably want to go in with everybody instead of just one person if you're gonna just walk right in, to be honest. And to be honest, just out of game, Phaedra, you might not be the best representative in this specific situation.
That's what I was thinking as well. Okay.
But I mean, do as you please. I'm just giving. This might get weird. I don't know where this is what's gonna
Last
happen
warning.
if you
Yep.
just walk in here. Which it might actually work out just fine. To be honest, there's a very high chance that it would be just fine for you to walk in here by yourself. But whatever the fuck's inside of you is getting that feeling that like you don't want to do that. It's not necessarily that something bad's going to happen. I'll give you definitely that there's a very high chance that you could just walk in there and there's no problems that could happen. But there is a chance that some shit could go really wrong really quickly.
Well, and like I feel
It's
like
not-
he knows we're here. We're not sneaking on anybody. You could
Yes.
just go back to the first gate and just yell. I don't see a problem with that. To just yell, be like, "Hey, Tycho, get your ass over here. We're going in."
So anyway, Robert, the thing about these spaceships is that they are rife with backup systems. There's all sorts of mechanical backups for piloting, sensors. I mean, there's lockers full of rope.
Are any of those usable at the moment?
Yeah,
Like,
that's why
Can
I
you
bring
get
it up.
us off this planet?
Well, yeah, I mean, if we rig up enough like stuff, probably. That's why I'm
Okay.
waiting for that sit rep from the captain.
So the sit rep does come back to you guys, and you're able to get a kind of breakdown of. She says that they can maybe get off the ground for a short amount of time, maybe, but they're not getting off this planet. They're maybe given time, maybe a week.
Further evidence that we are here for a reason, my friend.
I'm starting to think that might be true. All right, Lysander, go back and tell the captain to try and get everybody to read all of the mechanical backup manuals. We're gonna need them, and get as many systems as running as possible on those backups. And I go back outside and wait for something to happen.
All right, so
Malakai.
Phaedra, are you calling on everybody or?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Malakai go back and grab Tycho and Robert. I'll
Move-
stay where I am, just in case.
should I use the main gate or should I try to go over the wall again?
Well, there's usually
No,
a
just use the
side
gate.
door.
Using. I'll glance for like single person doors next to the main gate that may or may not exist, but otherwise I'll just go through the main gate.
It's primarily the main gate for the main area here. I mean, there's like
Yeah.
these. Well, I mean, I guess there is two side portals. Besides the main gate. But yeah, it's pretty much a main gate for all intents and purposes. It's a big giant door itself, anyway. Still.
So I'm being quiet, but I'm also going to be quick and eventually just pop up next to Tycho.
So when you approach the doors of the to leave, because I mean maybe they're locked,
Yeah.
but when you do approach them, they just open for you to leave. When kind of like when you're going into a grocery store.
Did I? Was there? How did that happen? Did I see something happen?
Nope. You just, I
Can
mean,
I?
it just like I said, it would be just like if you walked up to, and if you didn't know what uh, a grocery store door does, where it just opens up automatically due to sensors. But
Yeah.
there's no fucking sensors here, That doesn't make any technological sense, but there's something happened. And the doors
After a
just opened.
moment, after a moment of slowing down to look for where the sensor is that picked up my movement, I remember that I have shit to do, and I go back to running back to the ship to pick up Tycho and Robert.
All right, cool. So you guys see Malakai running up to you.
Hey guys,
All right.
we're just so we were in there, and there's somebody inside, and they just knew we were there like the whole time. We were all being all sneaky, and let me tell you, we were sneaky, and they're just watching us. So now we're just gonna walk in. You guys should come with.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the impression that this wasn't a random happenstance. This thing intercepted us for a reason, and I think it might have something to do with. You know what? I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we literally crash landed at the entrance to a castle. You like how many castles do you think are on this place that we could have crash landed? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And I lead the way to take them back to where Phaedra is waiting.
All right,
Finally, now that we're all on the same page, we can get something done.
So Robert, as you start heading towards the castle, you once again get another flashback. You've got or not flashback, I guess, a flash of reality, where you once again are, out of body experiencing, seeing yourself meditating. The ship's going by just fine, but instead of slowing down now, time's like speeding up for you, and it feels like, everything that's going to happen, you know that you're already at a throne room, like, but the other characters don't kind of see it this way. So, anyways,
The hell is
so you guys start heading off towards the castle. You guys arrive at the gates. Gates open up for you, not a problem. You get to the second set of gates, open up for you, not a problem.
Hey, Phaedra.
Hey. I was, never mind. Let's go. I don't know how those doors open, but let's just go.
I got my spear. I'm ready to go. Do it.
I've got my crowbar draped over my shoulder.
I have a
Draped?
shield
Resting.
and I have a shield and a sharp piece of metal.
Got my blow dart.
So as you guys press inwards towards the castle, nothing disturbs you, nothing interacts with you. All of the doors open up before you arrive at them, and you just get to do a straight shot right into a throne room.
As soon as we step in, I go, here we are.
And you see before you what looks to be a man who has a cloak, black with golden lace across it, white hair that hangs down to mid-back. He is wielding a scepter while sitting on the throne, a single throne, not a dual. There's no queen, it's one throne. The decoration is of medieval time, but everything is just decrepit. But it's not like there's no skulls or anything like that. It's just everything is decayed and worn down, and entropy has taken its hold on this land. He is white, pale skin with dark blue eyes, and you see him bare his fangs. And he says, "What is the Technocracy doing in my realm?"
I'm going to request a roll, and if it's going to come up with nothing, I'm fine with not rolling it. Can I roll intelligence werewolf lore?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, I'm going to build that goddamn roll here. Knowledge is 2. Difficulty 6, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna go with 9.
I mean, if it's not associated with werewolves, I'm fine with just not getting anything.
I
It's
think you
technically
still got
one.
success. Yeah, 1 success. All right, so yeah, so werewolf lore, he's a vampire, but you don't understand why the fuck he would be out here, and it doesn't make any sense. But he's definitely a fucking vampire, or something like a vampire. Maybe he's faking it's okay. I would say with werewolf lore, it's very possible that this is a umbral spirit that is maybe faking everything that's going on around you right now, and is making you believe that he's a vampire. And that's, I mean, like, this does seem like it is a little cliche, almost.
I just whisper to myself, "Is that a vampire?" That's it. That's all I do.
I assume you're going to be the one talking.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably true too. I'm like,
I don't know, it's Robert's dream. Is he gonna, like, just step up and...
I was kind of thinking
Yeah, he's
of
pretty-
just stepping up and asking where we might find ourselves at the moment.
Ah, you are children lost in the deepness of space, I see.
Lost is such a dirty word.
Oh, do you have an intent for where you are going? Perhaps you have only been caught in my fly trap.
Trap is also a very dirty word.
Hmm.
I would say that we are explorers that are here with the hopes of taking away something great that might propel us forward on our mission in both the current setting and life itself.
Correct.
I'm just
Well,
watching this
good
shit.
sirs, I am Malakai, then. Welcome to my realm. I hope that you learn much, and I learn much from you.
Wait, what did he say his
He's
name
not
was?
so bad.
Alucard.
Alucard.
Alucard?
Alucard.
Like, okay. And I am Robert. These are my teammates. And I look over at you guys to introduce yourselves.
I just wave and say hello. Hello.
Thank you for welcoming us so warmly into your castle.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's a warm welcome, but I'm interested to see what you have to say. You've entertained me so far.
And I you.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
He laughs. Openly, and then he just starts laughing some more. He's like, "Who are you?" And just unbelievable.
Wait, play the song for him.
no.
I left it back at the store in the cargo hold.
You have a feeling like you could make some songs happen.
Sing a song for him.
I could, but I'm not going to.
No,
now.
Robert, you could just make music happen if you want with no paradox.
Oh God. Let me play you the song of my people.
How do you activate the music?
I look around and I think I'd start like slapping my body in like a rhythm with a bunch of different tones to get it to like echo off the walls around us. And then I look at Tycho and I just give him this glare like, you better start singing.
Cool. I like that a lot, actually. So, well, Tycho, you're now compelled.
I'll fucking sing it. I'll just
Okay,
fucking
well,
sing it.
you could fight the compulsion if you want with the
Nope.
willpower rule, but you can just go with it.
Nope.
That's cool.
Nope, I'm gonna sing it. Tycho is that kind of guy. He's ready to sing.
All right, you got to sing now.
Now I'm fucking sing it again. Fuck you. Orfeo, sail into the black. Orfeo, everyone, out beyond the night.
Hey!
Orfeo.
We won't be coming back. Orfeo, until we find the light. Yeah.
And then I like power slide down on my knees in front of the guy.
We're just gonna confuse this guy to death.
did anybody not participate in the song and dance?
I didn't.
Oh no.
Phaedra, you get 3 paradox.
You know what? At this point, I'm fucking fine with it.
But the entire like room like bursted out. I mean, I apologize to anybody that listens that we might not have been able to give you the full buster of what this would sound like in concert. But imagine if it was just filled with like you guys were at a rock concert, like kind of like or like I don't know, like a bar setting, and it just is beautiful like echoing of music, and it sounds like it's like you guys all had microphones and there was like a full band behind you.
Is this the fucking musical episode of Buffy?
It became one, I guess. It's not my doing at all. I mean, like, definitely you've encouraged me, but so you guys like perform this whole like song and dance, and you're manipulating reality, and he's just like, it's like, what kind of technocratic mages are you? What possibly is happening here? And he like kind of like takes a step back, and you see that he's almost kind of scared at this point. And he's like, "Who are you?"
We're pretty awesome.
Wait.
Oh, jeez.
Shit, I don't have Malakai. Light me up.
What?
I need a spotlight. I'm gonna monologue. Hey, if we're doing this, I'm gonna fucking do it.
I'm still just kneeling at like the bottom of his throne area with my arms outstretched, just like, yes.
I'd look around for a spotlight. Is there a spotlight nearby?
Big one.
Yes.
You just have to make one.
No, yes, there's a spotlight nearby all of a sudden.
Oh, by the way, in real life, I'm pointing at nothing because I'm pointing at Malakai.
I take 2 steps off to the left and like back one, and get behind one of like a spotlight, and then just like hit the switch and just point it at Tycho.
Yeah. So this is in response to his "What kind of technocracy people are you?" And I look down in a kind of old English theater pose, Hamlet style, and I'm like, I had a tragic childhood.
Oh God.
And I look up. When I was but 5 years old, my father went out into the black and disappeared. My mother, she blamed herself, but it was my fault. I was the one that stole his guns that he used to defend himself out there in the unknown. And now I have taken up his mantle, the mantle of Buck Samsonite. And now I search the cosmos for him so that I might retrieve my soul.
I start applauding.
Oh shit.
That is the kind of Technogate team.
He looks at all of you, And he says, "You're not technocrats. You're fucking marauders, aren't you? What the fuck?" And he like takes it like
I step up and like I raise my hand and I say, I'm so sorry for a lot of things.
Oh fuck! Is this a Marauder game?
Shit.
My teammates are special. we are Technocracy. Please don't tell our bosses.
wait, what? So you started to see his scepter was starting, like, for a moment there you almost felt like there was like a time where the scepter started to like kind of break a little bit, but then it starts like hardening and goes back kind of like to normal, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
Damn it.
I am so confused right now. But I'm thinking
Wait.
maybe I just kill you and that would just fix everything. Because I was amused at first, but this is getting less amusing now.
Sir, we do not mean to waste your time. We are stranded here. I will admit that, but we are not lost. We were brought here for a reason. I believe you are that reason, and I believe you are able to help us. And I believe that is what you are meant to do.
What are you doing? What is your goal outside of leaving this planet?
Oh,
When you leave, what are you doing?
we're trying to get rid of the shield around Altered Earth.
I'm not familiar with.
We're going to a giant planet that's a ball of flesh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Did you say
yeah,
a planet that is filled with flesh?
Well, there's
That's how
bones,
it's
too.
been described to us.
Yeah, there's like bone spikes sticking out of it, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
And
can
why do you
we
seek this planet out?
It contains an energy source that is powering a shield that
Of great importance.
And you know the location of this planet?
Well, we thought we did, but
yeah, we were
we got
Can you
yanked
give me
out.
the location of this planet?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you give me the location of the planet
Um,
to prove it?
in return for what?
probably our lives or something stupid like that.
I will let you off of this planet if you give me the location of that planet.
Well, you could take us
No.
there.
That
Oh, never mind.
seems I feel like there's more. There's more that I'm meant to get here, Alucard.
I feel like I have bought empathy, but I guess I didn't. I really want to know what this guy's like thing is.
You see him like kind of get a little bit more comfortable and out of the freaked out state that he was he was in
You
a
know
moment,
what?
and he feels like he's like regathered control of the situation here. And
Yep.
he kind of
I
like
said, oh, good. I say, you know what? No, Robert, hit it. And I ask him to start singing again.
I stand up and I gaze up at Alucard with my most bedroom eyes look. And I start crooning some Frank Sinatra, pouring all of my energy and focus into making him feel like the best thing he could do is help us.
wow. Wow. I can imagine that, like, going into like a Frank Sinatra like chorus of why
Just
you should
being
be
like-
helping us.
Yeah, just be like straight, just like old big band, like
Is anybody not participating in the glamour and beauty of this
No, if anything, I'm
Sinatra?
going to help amplify it.
I also want to help make it. I want to make it bigger.
Tycho?
I'll fucking sing some. I'll fucking sing some Frank Sinatra if you want me to.
No, I don't think we need to go. We're actually pretty running a little bit low on time, or else I might actually, get some,
Just one real quick.
Well, we might get sued.
What did he say the name of this planet is?
He didn't say what
that
the
we're
name
on?
of the planet was. He
Oh.
just said his realm, Alucard's
All right. Well,
realm.
instead, I'm singing to the tune of New York, New York, but I'm singing Alucard, Alucard.
I'm going to solidly give you all of that. And if there was any mage that was around right now, they would get a shit ton of paradox. And you guys have just maraudered your way through Alucard's realm. And you kind of went in very weird directions that I never anticipated. This is way off script, way beyond off script than I had ever anticipated. Most of this is, wow.
It's a good thing this is all in my head, huh?
It's not. I love that became a maybe in this, but nope. You're just marauding the hell out of this right now but you definitely think that this is, well, maybe actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it up at the very end. Maybe I'm just putting you into a false sense of not going to actually be able to do whatever the fuck you want. But anyways,
this is
you
definitely
do pull that off. What you're looking for here. Oh, go ahead.
This is definitely one of those things where at the end of this, Robert's gonna realize that all of it was actually happening, and he's gonna go, "Oh
God!" So Alucard kind of is mesmerized by you, and if I could sing with great, he kind of gets enraptured into your chorus and kind of tells you his story, which this is, you guys are probably going to get a little bit of information overload. So, but he tells you of the days of, the Dark Ages, before everything changed. He was of old clan Zemisi, a great and powerful vampire clan. And he tells you of the downfall of the clan by the creature.
Please tell me this is happening operatic style.
Yes, operatic style.
Okay, like we're hearing this. Okay, perfect.
And
I'm writing down notes.
Perhaps the most foul and hideous thing that has ever existed, the Soul Eaters, a parasitic race without true form. Actually, more like a sentient disease than a species. Soul Eaters take over the bodies of host beings, living, dead, and undead. The Soul Eaters meld with them, mind, body, and soul, consuming them. They eat away from the inside, replacing each piece of their victim with themselves. Worse yet, Soul Eaters spread like a contagion from one thing to another. Most vampires know the Soul Eaters better as the vicissitude. It has now consumed my clan, and it has consumed this planet that you are going to. It is something that I have been in search of all of my life. The origin of vicissitude. If you really give me the origin point, I promise to free you. And I promise to free humanity from that which is vicissitude.
Huh.
I hold up a finger and I'm like, sidebar.
I start clapping, just like.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
As soon as he says sidebar, all of time freezes for everybody but you guys.
Okay. Well, I clapped first. You guys just want to bring him along?
Is it gonna like be weird that we have another vampire sleeping on the ship?
I don't know.
So we didn't tell
crew
him
already
that
thinks
we
they're
have that vampire on the ship, and also if I'm half as smart as I think I am, the whole Soul Eater thing he's talking about is me. He might not be okay with
Okay,
me being
Phaedra, you might not like this, but what if we just tell him that we'll give him the vampire if he gives us the location?
No, we have the location.
have
He
the
wants
Oh, we
to.
already got. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so we just
He
gotta
wants
decide
to.
if he gets to know.
Yeah, he wants to cure his clan of this thing that he claims is a curse
don't have
disease.
the ability to believe whether or to guarantee what he's saying is true at this point in time.
Also, can
roll
I
for
get a real quick? Can I get a roll from Tycho? A intelligence plus werewolf lore, real quick. Difficulty.
Can I
8.
also roll to see if I think he's telling the truth?
Yeah, empathy plus. Actually, I'm going to give you. He's telling the truth. You've got him under your spell.
Okay.
At least
I
his
heard-
version of truth.
Yeah.
I heard difficulty 8.
Yes, difficulty.
Okay,
8.
that's a 0.
So, yep, you're unfortunately you have not heard of
Nothing.
anything the
nothing-
same.
I believe him, Phaedra. I don't think he could lie to me right now if he wanted to. I'm apparently that cool right now. I don't know.
He's also flying a planet through space. He might be able to just get us there a lot faster. I'm thinking about we just use him for the ride at least.
Oh yeah, maybe if we just tell him. Oh yeah, I keep dimensional science. It has something to do with sympathies. The way that we travel through dimensions is different. Yeah, I keep forgetting the werewolf stuff. Yeah, if we tell him the stuff, he might get there in a completely different way. I mean, it's kind of like hyperspace or something like that.
See, and I don't mind telling him the coordinates, but I want us to get there first, because let's say hypothetically his way of curing it is just yeeting the whole planet out of existence. Your dad might be on that planet.
What does yeet
mean? In my mind, this is all not real, so I don't really care if we tell him.
Robert, you're one sentence away from being trained.
I don't say the first part to you. I only say the part that I don't see any reason we can't tell him.
And I stand by what I said.
Okay.
Response.
Well, I mean, okay, so we could ask him what he's going to do with it, if he's going to let us, if he'll let us have first go at it. Because he might be able to get us there a lot quicker, especially because our ship landed softly, so that wasn't as bad of a thing as it could have been. I'm just saying, he's kind of screwed with it. He owes us a lift.
Well,
one thing I guess I could add into. Well, no, just go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say that the way we get off this place is by marauding it, and the way we do that is by turning the ship into an actual old sailing vessel, which is just an excuse for me to sing the damn song again. Also,
flash drive into the ship.
Also, when I stopped time, it was the Zach Morris timeout.
It was.
Okay. Then all right, take a vote. We telling him or not telling him?
I say tell him. I also say bring him along.
I agree with both those points. Partially, I know it's silly, but I feel like if he's gonna go all hyper murdery, we can maybe calm his temper a little bit.
So I'm the only one who's thinking someone who has the power to be on this fucking planet and still be able to use his said power is a bad idea.
I feel like getting him to
Quit.
agree to let us go.
Quit
based
being
on
such a
us
nervous
shooting it.
Nancy, Phaedra.
No, it's if he agrees to the contract of letting us go for this information, I feel like that is one of few options for us to get out. The ship doesn't work right now, and he can just be like, "Off you go," and then it'll work again. You know?
You know what? Fine. Just know if well you won't, but I've got you backed up if shit goes wrong.
All right, so you guys,
It's comforting and terrifying.
so you guys are gonna tell him.
Yep.
Time in.
All right, so time goes back in, and he says, he comes to the final, choir of this, and he says, and my great scepter will free you from the land if you choose for me, or if you choose to give me the knowledge that I seek. Know that humanity will be safe.
Yeah, you can just come with
Deal?
us.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel great in this. So at this point,
He told us he was a vampire, right?
he told you he's a vampire. Well,
right.
not really. He flashed his fangs at you. He never came. He said he's Alucard, which, even in the 90s, well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he was
Any Transylvania
screaming all
or Castlevania. But in any case,
you can come with us. You got to pretend to be a human, and you got to stay in your room. And it's going to take about 3 weeks.
all right. Comes along with you. However,
So I'm trying
your
to decide when I
marauder-like
realize that
abilities
this is real.
will. So when you guys get back to the ship, you guys fly off. Not a problem. Everything works great. He goes to his room, and there's like well, you guys have like a whole sing-along, thing that kind of happens. Everything breaks out into song and dance, and then after a night of rest, you all wake up. That shit all happened. There's a vampire hanging out here that's like drunk off of whatever the fuck you guys did. Or hung over more than likely. But you got off the planet, and you guys kidnapped another vampire.
Fuck! Why did we bring him with? I was in the
morning. I'm
moment.
like, oh shit. We have 2
This song is. We don't even have this guy in containment. What are we thinking?
Robert, you might not be done with believing that this is all. We'll see how we feel like continue. What kind of happens.
I'm trying to figure out what we're telling the crew.
You definitely go back to the point where you're at meditation.
He's in the room.
That you're back to meditating.
I told him he had to pretend to be a human. That's part of it. But the next time I see Malakai, and I'm like, did I do a monologue?
There was a moment. It felt natural. It was.
Yeah.
It was there.
Yeah, I guess I just assumed that.
Probably being drunk.
I just assumed that this was a thing, and I just go back to meditating.
But yeah, you don't even stop. You never stopped. You just go,
okay.
You go to, well, you get back to an out of body experience, and now you're just watching yourself, waiting for something cool else to happen, and we'll likely put you back in your body if something happens between now and the planet fall. But it might be possible that you might end up in another. I'll give you this. You might actually have the option. Mechanically to run as a marauder as long as you're in this state for a little while. Also, everybody get 5 experience points. That was a really awesome epic game.
That gives me enough for 4th arret.
Before you spend that 4th arret, if you don't well, okay.
gives me enough for a 4th ret.
I'm going to give you all 1 point in a ret for that. You just automatically get 1 point, whatever.
One more additional point of a ret?
Yes.
We just all did a.
I'm going to cap it
code
at
speaking.
4, though, so you can't go higher than 4. If you're already at 4, I apologize, but you already understand what happened there.
Do we have
You
to?
know how excited I got there, and then all of a sudden it wasn't anymore.
I'm sorry.
Do we still get the XP? Or...
Actually, I'll cap it at 5. I will cap it at 5 because I feel like that's a master level of insanity that just happened.
Oh, thank you.
I have a
I didn't think any of you had 4.
vampire in my lab, and we have a godlike vampire on our ship, conscious.
Well,
And
okay, so
the
secret about that vampire is that I'm not going to tell you whether he's weak or powerful or not, but a lot of what he displayed to you, or what his abilities were going to be able to be displayed to you, was all due to that scepter. But now you're off his planet, and that scepter ain't gonna do shit for him anymore. I mean, it might do some stuff. It's not going to be as useful as it used to be.
Wait, is there like a planet that's like following behind us slightly?
No.
Yes. She's gaining, Captain. Go faster.
Go faster.
But
Slow
yeah,
down.
so with that, though, I think that we'll. Oh,
Wait.
what?
Just let me know when you want the outro verse.
Oh, okay.
It's just gonna happen now.
Okay.
Just let me know when.
All right. So I'm guessing that's at the very end of the show then?
Yeah, that's how we end the show now.
That's how.
Because now I'm high on singing, and it's not gonna stop.
All right. So I thank you all for watching and listening. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. Frozen Fallout signing off.
This is Tycho. Good night.
Robert Kell is bowing out.
Bye-bye, peeps.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
All right. Outro.
Oh ho, the Orfeo she sails. Oh ho, the Orfeo she sails. Oh ho, the Orfeo she sails, and she won't be back till Monday.